If you're into piracy, if stealing software is your bag, that's fine. I'm not going to judge you for that per se. I think there are some inherent problems with pirating games en masse, but if you're going to steal some software, whatever, I'm not going to tell you you're some evil fiend from the night. However, if you're going to be dishonest, the least you could do is be honest about it. It's the excuses that piss me off. The way people try to justify what they're doing, or even worse, build themselves up as some Robin Hood or Bert Raccoon figure, some downtrodden, common, working class hero sticking it to the big corporate bully boys, when really you just want to get shit without paying for it. And that, my friends, is stealing. And that's fine, in a way. If that's your attitude, who wants to pay for things that they should be paying for? Not I, said Cock Robin, not I. However, if I'm gonna steal something, the very least I could do is not insult the intelligence of the people I'm robbing by telling them I'm not stealing from them. We've all seen the pictures. Oh, it's not piracy, it's sharing. How can we be stealing if we're sharing software? Because you should be paying for it, you dumb cunt. It's not rocket science. If someone's charging for something and you take it without paying, without their permission, it's theft.
Yo, you scurvy dog! It be for homebrew! I'm no pirate!
The excuses piss me off more than anything, though. The way people justify what they're doing and act as if they're fighting a fight. You're not making a point with the things you're doing. DRM is a perfect example of that. People say, oh, well, I pirate because EA uses Securom or Ubisoft demands that we have everything connected online. I don't like DRM. I think it's very stupid. And to use a phrase that's been overdone for the past few years, it's draconian. I don't believe in forcing you to stay online while playing your games, and I think it only really punishes the paying consumer. However, if I'm asked to side between the thieves and the publishers, I'm going to have to come down on the publisher side, because truth be told, with or without DRM, you're going to steal that fucking game.
That's a scurrilous lie! I only steal things that have got that oppressive DRM on it! Oh, yes!
Oh, really? Vesuvius the pirate. And how do you explain World of Goo having no DRM on the PC, but having a 90% piracy rate?
No, well, that's different. Because them people wanted that, they fucked a boy.
You see, because that's the thing. If you've got DRM, it's not going to stop your game being pirated, but it seems to me that if you don't have DRM, it's just going to get pirated all the more. Look no further than the DS's library, which, when we had the RC cards, the thing was fucking pillaged. People just loaded up an entire library, ripped the whole thing off. Games like Grand Theft Auto Chinatown Wars didn't sell because the people who were into that type of game pirated the games. And now we just have shit like Let's Quit Smoking and Imagine Babies on the DS because a 40-year-old mother of 4 doesn't know how to steal stuff like that. It's just... Can't you see what you're doing? Can't you see the long-term effect of what you're doing? And rather than own up to it and admit that maybe you're ripping things off a little bit too much, you just sit back and say, well, games are expensive. A lot of things are expensive. Bloody prostitutes expensive. Maybe's will rape them. It doesn't work like that. You don't just steal things that are too much for you to afford. And if you keep doing it, it's no wonder that things like PC gaming is going to eventually die out. Because publishers and developers don't want to sink that much money into making games for you to steal. It's so black and white, that issue. Admit that you're stealing when you're stealing. Simple as. And that's about all I've got to say on the matter, and if you disagree with that, fuck off, you fucking thief. Worse than O.J. Simpson, that's what you are, worse than O.J. Simpson.
Yeah, beans means Heinz.